Well, in the past hour, Riek Machar told my colleague Sami Zaidan that he's stationed around Juba and monitoring developments before returning to the capital.
First of all, I'm still the first Vice President of the Republic of South Sudan. The appointment made yesterday by President Salva Kiir is illegal. There is no basis because the peace agreement does not give him the powers to appoint a first Vice President under the current circumstances. And as you know, the appointment of TABAN from the perspective of SPL and SPLA-IO is not acceptable because he has defected and joined the faction of President Salva Kiir. He cannot appoint his friend who has defected to him to replace me.
Okay, if I may ask you then, how, sir, will you seek to challenge this appointment?
Well, legal, by the agreement, he has no power to appoint any person unless I nominate the person. There is a chapter, there is a provision which, if the first Vice President is away in the country, the next senior minister would act. The next senior minister is Alfred Lado, the Minister of Interior, who is inside the country. And I had told him when I was forced out to act. So for President Salva Kiir to appoint a replacement is wrong. After all...
Forgive me for interrupting, sir. I understand that. Your position is very clear that this appointment is illegal. But my question is, how will you challenge this? What will you be telling your troops at this point? Will you be telling them to prepare to fight again the forces of Salva Kiir?
Well, already, you know, the fighting erupted in Juba. We tried to cease fire. The forces loyal to President Kiir are not, they are not respecting the ceasefire. They're using their aircraft, helicopter gunships. They're using their ground troops to fight our forces. So already fighting is going on. It means that with the appointment he has made, he has taken the first step for the collapse of the peace agreement. I am waiting for the international community and the regional body that said they would deploy troops in Juba, demilitarize Juba, and I had promised that once they do that, I will return to Juba because we want to implement the agreement. What President Salva is doing now is really abrogating the peace agreement, and definitely the indication is that the peace agreement is collapsing since he is not respecting the ceasefire he declared.
Okay, if you don't mind me asking you, sir, the reports say you've gone into, you fled the capital, Juba. Where are you right now?
I'm around Juba.
How long will you wait around Juba for the international community to fulfill the promises you feel have been made to reinstate you?
Well, we will wait, and we have been waiting. That is why we do not respond to propagation by the forces loyal to the president. It will be the international community that will give us the indication that they have failed to persuade President Salva Kiir. But in the mean course, we will be defending ourselves under any propagation.
Can you say, sir, categorically that you will not make a move to try and march on Juba, since you say you're around the area, you're waiting for promises to be fulfilled to you as you see it? Can you say you will not order your troops to try and march on Juba to reinstate you by force?
As long as the international community and the regional third-party force is being waited to deploy. We will not disrupt that. But if they fail, then this is an indication that the whole agreement is forsaken by the international community and the regional body that brokered the peace agreement.